Welcome to our exploration of a crucial topic that affects all our relationships, identifying envy and falsehood in others. Have you ever found yourself questioning whether someone's actions are motivated by genuine intentions or if their words are just a facade? Navigating the complexities of human behavior can be challenging, especially when it comes to uncovering hidden motives. Envy and deceit can undermine trust and create conflict in both personal and professional relationships. Fortunately, Stoic philosophy, with its deep insights into human nature and ethical conduct, offers us valuable tools to discern these underlying issues. In this video, we're going to delve into 10 distinct signs that may indicate envy or deceit in those around you. Drawing on the wisdom of ancient Stoics like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca, we'll explore how their teachings can help us understand and identify these negative traits. Stoicism encourages us to remain grounded and objective, focusing on our own responses and perceptions rather than getting caught up in the emotional turbulence of others. Whether you're dealing with colleagues, friends, or family, recognizing these signs can help you respond more wisely and maintain your own integrity. So, if you're ready to gain a deeper understanding of how to spot envy and falsehood and to apply Stoic principles to navigate these challenges, let's dive in and uncover the truths that can lead to more authentic and harmonious relationships. 1. Excessive flattery. Excessive flattery is a behavior that can often signal underlying envy or insincerity. In everyday interactions, we may encounter individuals who seem to shower us with compliments and praise to an unusual degree. While it's natural to appreciate and reciprocate genuine admiration, it's crucial to recognize when such praise might be masking ulterior motives. According to Stoic philosophy, true praise and admiration arise from a place of genuine respect and sincerity, not from a desire to gain favor or manipulate. The Stoics, including the philosopher Emperor Marcus Aurelius, taught that authentic praise should be given freely and without expectation of something in return. When someone's compliments are excessive or seem overly exaggerated, it can be a sign that their intentions are not entirely honest. Marcus Aurelius, in his Reflections, encourages us to maintain a sense of detachment and discernment in such situations. He believed that by observing the motives behind people's actions with a critical eye, we can avoid being swayed by superficial gestures and stay true to our own values. Excessive flattery can be a form of emotional manipulation, where the flatterer seeks to gain advantage, win favor, or cover up their own insecurities. In the context of Stoic thought, it is important to balance appreciation with critical observation. If someone consistently heaps praise upon you or others, take a step back and consider their true motives. Are they trying to curry favor, or are their compliments genuinely reflective of their respect and admiration? The Stoics advise us to evaluate the substance of interactions rather than being swayed by the style of communication. Additionally, excessive flattery can sometimes be used to mask deeper issues, such as envy or competition. When someone is envious of your success or achievements, they might use flattery as a means to downplay their own feelings of inadequacy or jealousy. By understanding this, you can better navigate these interactions and avoid being misled by appearances. In essence, Stoicism teaches us to remain grounded and discerning, using our rational faculties to evaluate the true nature of others' behavior. By recognizing excessive flattery as a potential sign of insincerity or envy, we can foster more genuine and transparent relationships, guided by the principles of integrity and wisdom. 2. Inconsistent behavior. Consistency in actions and words is a fundamental pillar of Stoic virtue, embodying the Stoic ideal of integrity and coherence. In the realm of Stoicism, integrity means that one's actions, beliefs, and statements should align harmoniously, reflecting a stable and coherent character. When someone's behavior frequently contradicts their statements, it often raises a significant red flag, suggesting potential deceit or a lack of authenticity. From a Stoic perspective, consistency is not merely about adhering to a set of rules or norms, but about embodying a unified character. Marcus Aurelius and other Stoic philosophers emphasize that our behavior should be a true reflection of our values and principles. When we see someone whose actions frequently contradict their words, It challenges the very essence of Stoic integrity. Such inconsistency can undermine trust and reveal a deeper issue within the individual's character. For instance, imagine someone who speaks highly of honesty and transparency, but is often caught in lies or evasive behavior. This discrepancy between their proclaimed values and their actual conduct indicates a lack of authenticity and integrity. Stoicism teaches us to scrutinize such inconsistencies, as they may reveal deeper truths about an individual's character. A person who is inconsistent in their behavior might be struggling with internal conflicts or might be deliberately misleading others to serve their own agenda. Inconsistent behavior can manifest in various ways. It might involve someone who makes grand promises but fails to deliver on them, or it could be seen in individuals who publicly endorse certain principles while privately acting in opposition to those same principles. For example, someone who advocates for fairness but consistently takes advantage of others in their personal or professional life exhibits a stark contrast between their words and actions. The Stoic approach to dealing with inconsistent behavior involves a blend of critical observation and reflective detachment. Rather than reacting with frustration or judgment, Stoicism encourages us to maintain a rational perspective and evaluate the situation with objectivity. By understanding that consistency reflects a deeper coherence of character, we can better navigate relationships and interactions, ensuring that we align ourselves with those who embody true integrity. Moreover, Stoicism teaches us to focus on our own behavior and strive for personal consistency. By embodying our values and principles in a coherent manner, we set an example and create a standard for others. This self-reflective approach not only helps us maintain our own integrity, but also allows us to more clearly identify when others fall short of these ideals. Inconsistent behavior is a significant concern within Stoic philosophy, as it undermines the principles of integrity and coherence. Recognizing and understanding such behavior allows us to engage more thoughtfully with others and uphold the values that Stoicism cherishes. By striving for consistency in our own actions and perceptions, we contribute to more authentic and trustworthy relationships. 3. Negative reactions to your success. In the realm of Stoic philosophy, success is viewed through the lens of shared joy and collective well-being, rather than as a personal victory that induces competition or resentment. According to Stoic teachings, achievements should be celebrated as a testament to human potential and growth, not as a threat to others. When someone reacts negatively to your success, whether through subtle hostility, passive-aggressive comments, or a noticeable lack of enthusiasm, it can often be a sign of underlying envy or insecurity. Stoic thinkers like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca emphasize that true friends and supportive colleagues should take genuine pleasure in your accomplishments. They understand that success is not a zero-sum game, but an opportunity to appreciate the achievements of those around us. In this view, one person's success adds to the collective good and should be seen as a shared triumph rather than a point of contention. When faced with negative reactions to your success, it's helpful to consider the Stoic principle of detachment. Stoicism teaches us to maintain our composure and not be swayed by others' responses. If someone's reaction to your achievements is less than supportive, it can reflect their own internal struggles rather than any fault on your part. For instance, subtle hostility might manifest as backhanded compliments, sarcastic remarks, or an overtly indifferent attitude towards your achievements. These reactions often stem from envy, where the individual feels threatened or inadequate in comparison to your success. Stoicism encourages us to approach such situations with empathy and understanding. Recognize that negative reactions might be a projection of the individual's own fears or insecurities. Rather than internalizing their responses or allowing them to diminish your joy, Stoicism advises maintaining a perspective grounded in your own values and sense of self-worth. By doing so, you preserve your emotional equilibrium and avoid being unduly affected by others' envious or negative behavior. Furthermore, Stoic philosophy highlights the importance of surrounding ourselves with people who genuinely support and celebrate our successes. True friends and allies are those who share in your joy and are uplifted by your achievements. Their support is rooted in a mutual understanding of success as a collective enrichment rather than a personal threat. By fostering relationships with such individuals, you create a positive environment where accomplishments are acknowledged and celebrated without malice. In practical terms, if you notice someone reacting negatively to your success, use it as an opportunity to reflect on the dynamics of your relationship. Is this reaction a recurring pattern? Does it reflect broader issues of envy or competition? By addressing these questions, you can better navigate your interactions and choose how to engage with those whose reactions may not align with the Stoic ideals of mutual respect and shared joy. Stoic teachings encourage us to view success as a communal victory rather than a cause for division or envy. When faced with negative reactions to your achievements, applying the principles of detachment and empathy can help you maintain your own emotional balance and foster more supportive and genuine relationships. By celebrating success together and supporting one another, we uphold the Stoic values of integrity and collective well-being. 4. Excessive secrecy or evasiveness. In the framework of Stoic philosophy, transparency and honesty are not merely ethical ideals, but foundational principles that underpin trust and integrity in human interactions. Stoicism, as taught by philosophers like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca, emphasizes the importance of clear communication and openness in maintaining authentic relationships and personal virtue. When individuals exhibit excessive secrecy or evasiveness, it can be a significant indicator that they may be concealing their true intentions or engaging in deceptive behavior. For the Stoics, transparency is integral to a virtuous life. Marcus Aurelius often reflects on the value of being open and straightforward, suggesting that clarity and honesty in our dealings with others reflect our commitment to living a life of integrity. Transparency fosters trust and allows for genuine connections, as it removes the barriers that might obscure the true nature of one's intentions. In contrast, when someone is frequently secretive or evasive, it can undermine this foundational trust and create an environment of suspicion and uncertainty. Excessive secrecy can manifest in various ways. For example, someone might frequently provide vague answers to straightforward questions, avoid direct eye contact, or change the subject when asked about specific details. They might also be inconsistent in their storytelling or offer contradictory information. Such evasiveness can often be a defense mechanism designed to obscure their true motives or to avoid accountability. In the context of Stoic philosophy, these behaviors are troubling, as they conflict with the Stoic virtues of honesty and straightforwardness. When confronted with excessive secrecy, Stoicism advises us to remain composed and reflective. Instead of reacting with frustration or suspicion, approach the situation with a rational mindset. Ask yourself why this individual might be withholding information. Are they protecting something that is sensitive or personal, or is there an element of deceit at play? Stoic wisdom encourages us to focus on our own actions and responses, ensuring that we maintain our own integrity regardless of others' behavior. In addition to maintaining our own clarity, Stoicism teaches us to assess the impact of others' secrecy on our interactions. If someone's lack of openness consistently leads to misunderstandings or conflicts, it may be an indication of deeper issues that need addressing. It's essential to communicate openly about how their behavior affects your trust and relationship. The goal is not to confront aggressively, but to foster an environment where honesty and openness are valued and encouraged. One of the central tenets of Stoic philosophy is to cultivate relationships based on mutual respect and clarity. By embodying transparency in our own interactions, we set a standard for how we wish to be treated. This approach not only reinforces our own ethical commitments, but also encourages others to reciprocate with honesty and openness. Stoicism teaches us that by focusing on our own conduct and adhering to our principles, we create a space for more authentic and reliable relationships. Excessive secrecy or evasiveness can be a red flag indicating that someone may be hiding their true intentions or engaging in deceit. Stoic philosophy values transparency and honesty as core virtues, essential for maintaining trust and integrity in relationships. By applying Stoic principles, we can approach such situations with calm and critical reflection, ensuring that our own behavior remains aligned with the values of clarity and openness. This approach not only helps us navigate interactions more effectively, but also promotes a culture of honesty and mutual respect. 5. Focus on others. In Stoic philosophy, the emphasis is placed on personal development and self-reflection as core elements of a virtuous and fulfilling life. Stoics like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca argue that we should concentrate on improving ourselves and our own character, rather than getting entangled in the lives or actions of others. When individuals become preoccupied with focusing excessively on others, whether through incessant criticism, gossip, or negative commentary, it often reveals deeper issues rooted in their own insecurities and feelings of envy. According to Stoic teachings, the act of fixating on others' lives and behaviors typically stems from a displacement of attention from one's own personal shortcomings. People who are driven by envy might channel their energy into scrutinizing and discussing others, using this focus as a way to deflect from their own internal struggles. This constant examination of others often serves as a means to elevate their own self-worth or avoid confronting their personal issues. Instead of addressing their own shortcomings or pursuing personal growth, they engage in criticizing others to feel better about themselves. This behavior can manifest in various ways. For example, individuals might engage in relentless criticism of others' actions, decisions, or achievements, not with the intention of offering constructive feedback, but rather to undermine others and inflate their own sense of superiority. Such criticism is frequently unfounded and aimed at diminishing others to make oneself appear better by comparison. Another common manifestation is the tendency to gossip about others, which involves discussing the perceived faults or private details of those who are not present. This focus on others' lives often reflects an attempt to shift attention away from one's own deficiencies and unresolved issues. Additionally, excessive focus on others can be evident in habitual judgment, where someone frequently evaluates and critiques the actions and character of others without offering any constructive or positive input. This kind of judgment is typically less about helping others improve and more about reflecting the individual's own discontent or jealousy. The Stoics teach that judgment should be directed inwardly, focusing on personal development and self-improvement rather than on the faults of others. When confronted with individuals who exhibit this excessive focus on others, Stoic philosophy encourages us to maintain our own focus on self-growth and approach such behavior with empathy. Recognizing that their preoccupation with others is likely a projection of their own insecurities can help in responding with understanding rather than frustration. It's crucial to remember that their behavior is more about their internal state than about us or our actions. Moreover, setting boundaries is important in these interactions. If their focus on others begins to negatively impact your well-being or the quality of your interactions, it is appropriate to establish limits and redirect the conversation towards more positive and constructive topics. By embodying Stoic principles of personal growth and self-reflection, you set an example that encourages a shift from a negative focus on others to a more supportive and enriching environment. This approach not only helps in managing such interactions effectively, but also aligns with the Stoic commitment to leading a life centered on virtue and wisdom. 6. Manipulation and guilt tripping. Manipulative behavior and guilt tripping are common tactics employed by individuals driven by envy or deceit, aimed at controlling or influencing others to serve their own interests. These behaviors can undermine personal integrity and emotional stability, making it crucial to recognize and address them through the lens of Stoic philosophy. Stoicism, with its focus on rationality and emotional resilience, provides valuable guidance on handling manipulation and guilt tripping. According to Stoic teachings, maintaining emotional integrity and not succumbing to the manipulative tactics of others is essential for a virtuous life. Stoics like Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus emphasized the importance of understanding what is within our control and what is not, advocating for a rational approach to emotional disturbances. Manipulation often involves using deceptive tactics to influence someone's behavior or emotions, typically by exploiting their vulnerabilities or insecurities. For example, a person might use flattery to gain favor, make false promises to elicit compliance, or employ guilt-tripping to achieve their objectives. Guilt-tripping involves inducing feelings of guilt or responsibility in someone, often to coerce them into actions or decisions that serve the manipulator's interests. This can manifest as blaming others for problems that are not their responsibility, or making them feel like they owe something despite not having any obligation. Stoicism teaches us to recognize such manipulative tactics and maintain a sense of emotional detachment. According to Stoic philosophy, we should focus on our own reactions and ensure they are guided by rationality rather than being swayed by external influences. Marcus Aurelius, for instance, advises maintaining inner clarity and not allowing external events or the behavior of others to disrupt our peace of mind. By understanding that manipulation and guilt-tripping are attempts to control our emotions, we can better resist these tactics and preserve our emotional integrity. Resisting manipulation requires a clear awareness of our own values and principles. Stoicism encourages us to reflect on our own actions and ensure they align with our moral compass, rather than being influenced by the desires or pressures of others. This involves setting boundaries and being assertive when necessary. If someone attempts to manipulate you by inducing guilt, it is important to recognize that their tactics are a reflection of their own issues rather than a valid critique of your actions. Moreover, Stoic philosophy emphasizes the importance of internalizing our sense of worth and responsibility. By focusing on what we can control, our own responses and decisions, we can avoid being manipulated by the guilt or pressure imposed by others. Epictetus, a prominent Stoic philosopher, teaches that we should not let external events or the behavior of others disturb our inner tranquility. Instead, we should cultivate an internal sense of purpose and responsibility that guides our actions, irrespective of others' attempts to influence us. In practical terms, when faced with manipulation or guilt-tripping, it is helpful to pause and assess the situation with rationality. Ask yourself whether the guilt or pressure is based on legitimate concerns, or if it is a tactic to control or deceive you. By maintaining a Stoic approach, you can stay grounded in your own values and ensure that your actions are driven by your principles rather than by external manipulation. Manipulation and guilt-tripping are strategies often used by individuals driven by envy or deceit to control or influence others. Stoic philosophy encourages us to recognize these tactics and resist them by maintaining emotional integrity and focusing on what is within our control. By adhering to our own values and principles, we can navigate these situations with rationality and emotional resilience, preserving our inner peace and autonomy. 7. Hostility towards challenges. Stoic philosophy places a strong emphasis on facing challenges with calmness, resilience, and a sense of inner equanimity. This approach is rooted in the belief that we should focus on how we respond to difficulties rather than being overwhelmed or disrupted by them. When someone reacts with undue hostility or avoidance in the face of challenges, it can often be a sign of deeper issues, such as envy or deceit. In Stoic teachings, challenges and obstacles are viewed as integral parts of life that offer opportunities for personal growth and virtue. Marcus Aurelius, for instance, frequently reflects on the importance of facing adversity with a composed and rational mindset. The Stoic perspective is that while we cannot always control the external circumstances we encounter, we can control our responses to them. This control is achieved through maintaining a stable inner state and responding to difficulties with a sense of purpose and clarity. When individuals react to challenges with hostility or avoidance, their behavior can be indicative of internal struggles rather than the nature of the challenge itself. Hostility towards obstacles might manifest as anger, frustration, or aggressive responses, whereas avoidance can appear as procrastination or refusal to engage with the issue. Such reactions often reveal that the individual is struggling with underlying issues like envy or deceit. For example, if someone exhibits hostility towards a challenge that is presented to them, it might be a way to mask their insecurities or to project frustration about their own perceived inadequacies. Stoicism encourages us to approach challenges with a mindset of equanimity and understanding. Instead of reacting with emotional turmoil, Stoics advocate for analyzing the situation objectively and embracing it as an opportunity for growth. This approach helps in transforming obstacles into valuable lessons, reinforcing resilience and inner strength. By viewing challenges through this lens, we align ourselves with Stoic principles and foster a more constructive response to difficulties. Additionally, the Stoic approach involves understanding that challenges are not personal attacks, but rather aspects of life that require a thoughtful response. When faced with hostility or avoidance from others regarding challenges, it can be insightful to recognize that such reactions might be rooted in their own fears or insecurities. This understanding helps in maintaining empathy and not taking their behavior personally. It also encourages us to remain focused on our own responses and personal growth rather than being affected by the negative behavior of others. In practical terms, when encountering someone who reacts with hostility or avoidance in the face of a challenge, it is beneficial to remain composed and approach the situation with patience and empathy. Acknowledging their feelings and offering support, while maintaining your own Stoic approach to the challenge, can help in managing the interaction effectively. This approach fosters a positive environment where challenges are addressed constructively and with mutual respect. Stoic philosophy teaches us to face challenges with calmness, resilience, and a rational mindset. Hostility or avoidance in response to difficulties often indicates deeper issues, such as envy or deceit. By adhering to Stoic principles, we can transform obstacles into opportunities for growth and maintain our inner stability. This approach not only helps in managing our own responses, but also in understanding and navigating the reactions of others, fostering a more constructive and empathetic environment. 8. Gossip and criticism. Gossip and criticism are often used as tools to undermine others and can reveal deeper emotional issues such as envy or dissatisfaction. In the realm of Stoic philosophy, these behaviors are seen as distractions from personal growth and integrity. Stoicism teaches us to concentrate on our own actions and conduct, rather than engaging in or being swayed by harmful discussions about others. Observing someone's tendency to gossip or criticize can provide insights into their own internal struggles and attitudes. Gossip typically involves the sharing of information about others that is often unverified or irrelevant, with the intent to spread rumors or judgments. This behavior can be driven by a desire to diminish someone else's reputation or to shift attention away from one's own flaws. From a Stoic perspective, engaging in gossip is contrary to the values of wisdom and self-control. Marcus Aurelius, for instance, underscores the importance of focusing on our own actions and maintaining a sense of purpose and integrity. By participating in or spreading gossip, individuals are often seeking to elevate themselves by lowering others, which reflects an underlying sense of inadequacy or envy. Criticism, while sometimes intended to be constructive, can also serve as a tool for undermining others. When criticism is frequent and directed at individuals who are not present to defend themselves, it often indicates a deeper issue. Such criticism might be a means of expressing personal dissatisfaction or projecting one's own insecurities onto others. Stoicism advises that our judgment should be reserved for self-improvement rather than being used to critique or diminish others. Engaging in excessive criticism can divert attention from our own personal growth and create a negative atmosphere that hinders both our development and that of those around us. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of focusing on one's own actions and maintaining self-awareness. By redirecting our energy from harmful discussions about others to personal reflection and improvement, we align ourselves with Stoic values. This shift not only promotes a healthier and more positive environment, but also supports our own growth and integrity. For instance, rather than participating in gossip or critical discussions, Stoicism encourages us to engage in activities that contribute to our personal development and to offer constructive feedback when necessary. When observing someone's tendency to gossip or criticize, it is useful to consider that such behavior might be a reflection of their own internal struggles, such as dissatisfaction or jealousy. This understanding can foster empathy and help in managing interactions with those who engage in these behaviors. Recognizing that their actions are often more about their own issues than about us allows for a more balanced and compassionate response. In practical terms, handling gossip and criticism involves maintaining a focus on our own principles and avoiding participation in negative discussions. If confronted with gossip or unwarranted criticism, it is beneficial to steer the conversation towards more positive and constructive topics. This approach not only preserves your own integrity, but also encourages a shift towards more supportive and respectful interactions. Gossip and criticism are often signs of envy or personal dissatisfaction and can undermine both individuals and relationships. Stoic philosophy teaches us to concentrate on our own actions and development, avoiding engagement in harmful discussions about others. By focusing on personal growth and maintaining integrity, we can navigate interactions more effectively and foster a more positive and constructive environment. Observing someone's tendency towards gossip or criticism can reveal their own internal struggles and highlight the importance of adhering to Stoic values in managing such interactions. 9. Emotional instability. In Stoic philosophy, emotional control and steadiness are highly valued as essential components of a well-ordered and virtuous life. Stoicism emphasizes that our internal state should be governed by rationality and wisdom rather than by fluctuating external circumstances or unchecked emotions. When someone displays erratic or unstable emotions, it can often be a signal of deeper internal conflicts, such as envy or deceit, that are disrupting their emotional equilibrium. Stoic thinkers like Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus advocate for emotional resilience and self-mastery as key practices for achieving inner peace and virtue. According to Stoic teachings, our emotions should not dictate our actions or disturb our inner tranquility. Instead, we should cultivate a state of emotional steadiness by aligning our responses with reason and understanding. This involves recognizing that while we cannot always control external events, we can control how we react to them and maintain a sense of inner calm and stability. Erratic or unstable emotions often reveal underlying issues related to envy, deceit, or other internal conflicts. For instance, someone who frequently experiences dramatic mood swings or reacts disproportionately to minor events might be struggling with unresolved personal issues or internal turmoil. Such emotional instability can be a manifestation of deeper feelings of inadequacy, jealousy, or deceit, which disrupt their ability to maintain emotional control. Envy, for example, can lead to unpredictable emotional responses because it often involves a comparison between oneself and others, resulting in feelings of inadequacy or frustration. When someone is envious, their emotional reactions may become volatile, swinging between admiration and resentment, which undermines their ability to remain steady and composed. Similarly, deceit can lead to emotional instability as the individual grapples with the internal conflict between their true intentions and the facade they present to others. This dissonance can manifest as erratic emotions, as the individual struggles to manage the tension between their authentic self and their deceptive behavior. Stoicism teaches us to address these internal conflicts through self-reflection and rational analysis. By understanding the root causes of our emotions and recognizing the influence of envy or deceit, we can work towards greater emotional resilience. This involves examining our own responses and attitudes, questioning whether they align with our values and principles, and making deliberate efforts to maintain a balanced and rational perspective. Developing emotional control and steadiness requires ongoing practice and commitment. Stoicism encourages us to cultivate virtues such as wisdom, courage, and temperance, which support emotional stability. Practicing mindfulness, engaging in reflective journaling, and seeking philosophical contemplation are methods suggested by Stoics to enhance self-awareness and emotional mastery. By focusing on these practices, we strengthen our ability to respond to external events with equanimity and maintain our internal stability. In practical terms, when encountering someone with erratic or unstable emotions, it is helpful to approach the situation with empathy and understanding, recognizing that their behavior may be a reflection of their internal struggles. At the same time, maintaining your own emotional steadiness and adhering to Stoic principles can help in managing interactions more effectively and setting a positive example. Stoic philosophy values emotional control and steadiness as key aspects of a virtuous life. Erratic or unstable emotions often indicate underlying issues such as envy or deceit, disrupting one's ability to maintain emotional equilibrium. Stoicism teaches us to cultivate emotional resilience and self-mastery through self-reflection, rationality, and the practice of virtues. By focusing on these principles, we can navigate emotional challenges more effectively and promote a state of inner calm and stability. 10. Disrespect for boundaries. Respect for personal boundaries is a fundamental principle in Stoic philosophy, which values the integrity of individual autonomy and the preservation of personal space. Boundaries are essential for maintaining healthy relationships and personal well-being, as they define the limits of acceptable behavior and ensure mutual respect. When someone consistently disregards or violates these boundaries, it can often be a sign of deeper issues such as envy or deceit. Stoic teachings emphasize the importance of maintaining one's own space and respecting that of others. Marcus Aurelius and other Stoic philosophers stress the value of personal integrity and self-respect, which includes recognizing and honoring boundaries. The Stoic approach advocates for clear and respectful interactions that uphold each individual's autonomy and dignity. By adhering to these principles, we cultivate an environment where personal space is valued and maintained. Individuals driven by envy may overstep boundaries in various ways, often as a means of intruding into your personal life or undermining your well-being. For example, someone might invade your privacy by seeking to uncover personal details or secrets, or they might interfere in your decisions and actions to exert control or influence. Such behavior can stem from a desire to disrupt your life or to assert dominance in response to their own feelings of inadequacy or jealousy. Envy can lead to a disregard for personal boundaries because the envious individual may seek to gain a sense of power or satisfaction by intruding into areas that are not their concern. This might manifest as excessive questioning about personal matters, unsolicited advice or criticism, or attempts to manipulate or control aspects of your life. The goal of such behavior is often to diminish your sense of autonomy or to create discomfort, reflecting the envious person's internal struggles rather than any legitimate concern. Stoicism teaches us to respond to boundary violations with composure and assertiveness. By recognizing that such intrusions are likely driven by the other person's internal conflicts, we can approach the situation with empathy while still maintaining our own boundaries. It is important to address these violations calmly and clearly, setting firm limits on acceptable behavior and reinforcing the respect for personal space. This approach aligns with Stoic principles of self-control and rational response, allowing us to manage interactions effectively without being swayed by emotional disruptions. Moreover, Stoicism encourages us to reflect on our own boundaries and ensure they are aligned with our values and needs. By maintaining clear and consistent boundaries, we model respect and integrity, fostering healthier relationships and interactions. This involves communicating our limits openly and standing firm in the face of attempts to cross them. It also means being vigilant about how we respect the boundaries of others, ensuring that our actions are consistent with the Stoic virtues of respect and self-discipline. In practical terms, dealing with someone who disrespects boundaries requires a balanced approach. First, clearly articulate your boundaries and expectations to the individual, making it known what behavior is unacceptable. If the violations persist, it may be necessary to take further steps to protect your personal space, such as limiting interactions or seeking support if needed. By maintaining your composure and adhering to Stoic principles, you can manage these situations effectively while preserving your own dignity and respect for others. Respect for personal boundaries is a crucial aspect of Stoic philosophy, reflecting the values of autonomy and integrity. When individuals exhibit a disregard for boundaries, it often signals underlying issues such as envy or deceit. Stoicism advises us to respond to such violations with calm assertiveness, maintaining our own space and reinforcing respect for others. By embodying these principles, we foster healthier interactions and uphold the Stoic ideals of self-respect and rationality. In conclusion, Stoic philosophy offers profound insights into recognizing and addressing envy and deceit. By applying these principles, you can better navigate your interactions and foster more authentic relationships. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe to our channel for more content on Stoic wisdom and personal growth. Your support helps us continue creating valuable content. Thank you for watching, and may Stoic insights guide you toward truth and clarity.